Hey everybody, welcome. This is Euro Maestro. We are scoping live from Paris. It's just a little bit before sunrise. It's a cloudy day, but we still have these beautiful blue skies, wonderful blue color in the skies. Yesterday, I had to take a day off yesterday because I had a friend from States visiting, a friend from the States, Robin, some of you know her. So she's been following me on Periscope, Twitter's live stream platform, for over 2 years, maybe 3 years. I think it's actually 2.5 years, something like that. It's coming up on 3 years in a few months. So anyways, thanks for joining. And I thought we'd walk around. I see somebody coming into the chat right now as we talk. And so we've done a number of these scopes. I'm going to walk over to this church over here. Some of you guys may recognize it from a famous film. So let's see. Let's see about that. Not much traffic yet this morning. A little bit of traffic. Let's go over this way. And what do we see? We see the Eiffel Tower. There's the Eiffel Tower in the distance. We're going to walk down to the river in just a bit and do a little river walk before sunrise. And the sun will be coming soon. Here comes the sun, as they say. That is the Pantheon that we're looking at right now. So this was originally designed to be a church, but it had the unfortunate timing to be constructed. Hey there, June, Nani, good to see you. Good morning, everyone. Hope everyone having a great day. It is Tuesday morning here in Paris. Pretty nice day. Yesterday it rained a little bit, but then it got nice and sunny afterwards. So it was a very quick thunderstorm. I mean, like literally, it only lasted like maybe 2 minutes or 5 minutes, and then it got sunny. So that was very nice. Today it's supposed to be cloudy all day, but we'll see. Maybe we'll get some sunshine. But look at the blue colors in the sky. Still looks pretty cool, even with a cloudy morning. What's going on in front of the Pantheon? Likewise, Euro Maestro. What was I going to say? We got all kinds of trees in here. I don't know what's going on. Let's take a closer look, as they say. So I see a few people joining, not participating in the chat yet. So you can click on the live chat to communicate. There's also a super chat if you want to contribute to the channel, which is always awesome. We had a whole bunch of people contribute the other day through super chat, and boy did it make a difference. So that would really helps a lot. Let's take a closer look at the Pantheon. And what's going on here? So this is some kind of temporary exhibit that they put up. Not quite sure what it's about. Let's take a look. Oh, something to do with cancer. I see that. So that's pretty nice. So, they're selling flowers, jonquils for cancer. So that's a good cause. If anybody wants to buy a flower to support cancer, you can do that through the super chat, and I will contribute to buying these flowers, and maybe we'll give them away to somebody. So that would be extra nice. So they did that right here in front of the Pantheon. So I didn't even know about this, but it's a good idea, right? It's early and you are talking. I know. It's really early. So it's about 7 a.m. here. So a little after 7 a.m. I guess. But I've done scopes earlier. I've done scopes at 6 in the morning. I've done scopes at 5 in the morning. Right now I'm trying to do the scopes just before sunrise because we get some really nice colors and then we get the sunrise. So let's go over here to this church coming up. June, did you get a notification from YouTube that I was going live? How did you know to find me so quickly at the beginning of the broadcast? And for anyone else here, what is this church? Why are we going there? What is the significance of this church? It is 12:06 a.m. Wow, that is early. So let me think now. 2, 1, you must be in Mountain Time Zone, is that right? What they call the Mountain Time Zone in the US, if I did my calculations correctly. I think that's where you are. Look at these cool benches out here. Stone bench and table. That's one wide bench. So let's see if anybody recognizes this church. What is the significance of this church? Well, the most important thing, well, the most famous thing right now in a modern context is this was the film location of a certain movie, certain film. What film would that be? Let's see if anybody recognizes it. Got any movie buffs in here? Wow, beautiful place, Euro. How is the name here? I don't know what that means. Your name is coming up as June Nani, if that's what you mean. And yeah, it's beautiful. Oh, what is the name of this place? Oh, Jackie girl got it, but she got it the other day too. Don got it too. Midnight in Paris is correct. Ding, ding, ding. We got 2 winners, baby. From HQ Trivia, we got 2 winners, baby. That's right. This is the scene. Oh, we got a truck blocking our view. We don't like that. We're gonna have to walk around the truck. But yeah, it's got. It was in the film, Woody Allen's film, Midnight in Paris. I like how the side of this truck is just completely open. Woohoo! Look at that. And then we got our street cleaners doing their things. I like how the whole side of the truck opens. That's a great way to load and unload. Your Nani of Paris. You won't answer next time. You can answer. And look at that. There is the church, Midnight in Paris. Is it a beer truck? It does look like a beer truck. But I like how they have they've got a door in the back, of course, but it looks like they got a door on the side. That makes loading and unloading so much easier. Why don't all trucks have a door on the side? You know, now that I think of it. This is where the door should be, right? There's a rollable door on the side. You can access the entire truck. Most trucks just have a door in the back. This is so much better. And there's the dome and the Pantheon. You can see the little entrance there, which is kind of nice. Kind of nice. The beverage man is coming with his beer barrels. He's gonna load and unload them. So, which way should we go? So I'm gonna leave it up to you guys. Should we go down this street here, this windy, curvy street next to the church, or should we go back this way towards the Pantheon? You know what? I'll tell you what. I want to go this way first, because I just realized I never showed you guys this. So next to this church is a school. You can kind of tell it's a school because it's got the European Union flag up there and the French flag. So, I guess it wouldn't have to be a church, but I mean a school, but likely to be a school or a hospital if you see official flags like that. So, it is a school, and it is what the Americans would call a high school. Go down to the church where the actual steps in the movie are. Aren't those the actual steps in the movie? And it's called Henri IV, or Henry IV in English. And it is the most prestigious high school in Paris. So everybody wants to get into this high school right here behind the red doors. It is renowned throughout France. So let's see. Apparently there's some other stairs. So let's see. I didn't get the right stairs apparently. No, they are on the side. Well, let's see. This is one side of the church. Let's go to the other side of the church. So it's not these stairs right here. Huh. I'm glad you guys know the film better than I do, because I've seen the film, but I don't remember the steps. So it's not these steps. Oh, there are some steps on the side here. This must be what you're talking about. Is it these steps here on the side? So you guys were really good if you got it without the right steps. There's the looking up, you can see the flying buttresses of the church. And here's the other stairs on the side or the back. Is this it? These are the steps. Wow, so you guys are really good, because I've been showing you the wrong steps. Let me step back so you can get a better view of the steps. And look at those turrets. There's turrets up there on the side. You see the Pantheon. He walks up the small street there. This street right here. You know what? We'll recreate the scene for you guys. It is a church. It is a church. Fairly famous church. Now the building next to it, this one with the dome, that's not a church. This building right there is the one on the right with the dome is the Pantheon, and the one with the steps there is a church. As you can see, there's the Pantheon. No, Don says no. Wait, what do you mean? I'm so confused now. The alley. Oh, he walks up this alley. Okay. Because when you said walk up, because this is on an incline here. So he walks up this alley. I'm glad Don really knows this film. He's going to get extra points. Beautiful both. So this is the name of the street, if you're curious. So on the right-hand side, this is called a square. It's the Place, as you can see, of the Abbey. And on the left side, it is the Rue Saint-Antoine-du-Mont. So this is the street, apparently, that he walks down. So we're gonna recreate the movie scene right now. I'm gonna go down and come back like he did. We gotta do it at midnight, though, to really make it work. The Peugeot comes up the street. This street here? This is getting kind of cool. We're recreating a movie scene. There's a lot of movies shot in this neighborhood. So, another one is a Bertolucci film called The Dreamers. And it has several locations in Paris, of course, but one right across the street from here. No, the other street. What other street? Now I'm getting so confused. All right, let's do this. There's only 2 streets here, so I got to get one of them right. All right, so you can see the neighborhood here. All these small streets. One of these days, I will get it correct. So we're gonna first try this street, which may or may not be the right street. Owen meets the couple and asks if he's near the Hotel Bistro on the street you're on. Okay. There's no hotel on this street. But but hey, it's a movie. Okay, so he meets on this street. He walks down this street. So we're kind of recreating it, right? He walks down this street. The Hotel Bristol. Oh, yeah. I know where the Hotel Bristol is. So we have to film the Hotel Bristol. We'll do a whole recreation of the Woody Allen film. But I have to do it at midnight to make it really interesting. I do have another YouTube video called Midnight in Paris. You can check that out. And I did walk around this neighborhood at midnight, but I didn't make any of the film references. So you just had to be sharp on your toes. All right, so he walks up here. He finds these steps. Okay. He's gonna walk up on the steps at midnight. He's gonna turn to his right, and the Bristol's on the other side of the Seine, and he's gonna see the Peugeot coming up this street. Do I got that right now? So we're gonna walk up the steps, and then he's gonna see the Peugeot. He's gonna sit on the steps. All right, so let me sit down. I'm gonna rewatch the film. I'm gonna get in the exact spot. Okay, so let me sit. Okay, I'm sitting on the steps, and I gotta hire a car now. I gotta hire a Peugeot to come up the street. It's gonna be a little expensive YouTube video, but it'll be worth it. Hire a driver, hire a Peugeot, and have it come up this street. 2 steps up. Oh, he only takes 2 steps. All right, so I'm sitting a little too high. 2 steps, I should be sitting down there. And instead I'm sitting near the top of the stairs. Apparently I should be sitting near the bottom of the stairs. How do you know the film so well? It's romantic. It is romantic, these streets, isn't it? Ah, lovely. So I'm on the 2nd step now. 1, 2. This is the 2nd step. So let me sit down on the 2nd step. You want to be there at midnight sometime. You have to come, Jackie. Girl. You know what? We have one of my fans is here in Paris this week. One of my followers, one of my early followers from over 2 years ago. She started following me when I was in Dubai. Wife and I love that movie. Yeah, I love the movie too, Don. So you and your wife have very good taste. Look, we have a truck coming up. Doesn't quite count. We have a truck coming up this street. All right, so we got to figure that out sometime. Get somebody to drive a Peugeot up this street, and we'll recreate the film. Oh, it got windy. I don't know if you can hear the wind. It got really windy all of a sudden. I'm facing against the wind. Maybe I should be going with the wind. Let's walk down this street. Let's see where did this car come from? So this is apparently the street where the car comes up from. If you don't know what we're talking about, if you just joined, we're talking about the Woody Allen film, Midnight in Paris. It's a good film. You should go see it if you haven't. And we're visiting the actual film location of a key part of the film where he comes to these steps on this church at midnight in Paris, and he has adventures extraordinaire. A good restaurant is near here. We're in Paris. There's always a good restaurant nearby. What is this? it's a bar. Huh. There's some kind of bar here. So we're taking a different path today. Quebec is with thousands of good restaurants. There really are. There really are. So amazing. Even the average food here is really good. Next time I come to Paris, would you go there with me at midnight here? Of course, Jackie. That would be awesome. That would be fun. We could do a YouTube live from there. So I'm really kind of excited about YouTube. Of course, I'm also on Periscope, which I enjoy very much. The Periscope is Twitter's live stream platform. It's almost like I'm there again. Yeah, exactly. What was I gonna say? But I've been doing YouTube for about a year now, off and on, not very seriously, but I'm starting to do it more, and the views are going up big time since I started doing the live. So they're up about 6 times, almost 10 times, and people have started contributing through the super chat. So they've been giving $1, $2, $5, but it adds up very quickly, and it does help the channel out immensely. So if anybody wants to, you can certainly contribute through super chat. It's right in the live chat. There's just a little $sign. It's like leaving a tip. One of the let me know if you guys like this idea, but I was thinking of doing a future you're homesick for Paris. Yeah, I can relate to that. Whenever I leave Paris, I mean, I'm very happy, of course, to be traveling and on a trip. But when I get back to Paris, oh, it feels great coming back. Nothing like coming back to Paris. But anyways, I was thinking of doing some YouTube videos, maybe live, maybe not live, of karaoke. Karaoke. So what do you guys think of that? You have a friend who's there now. Oh, wow. Awesome. Yeah, I think we're going to go to Versailles today. Yesterday, we went to Notre Dame Cathedral to a mass, a vespers and mass. And what else did we do yesterday? Seemed like we did a lot. Oh yeah, we did the conciergerie, which was the prison of Marie Antoinette, and we did the Sainte-Chapelle, which is beautiful. It has amazing stained glass windows. So if you ever come to Paris, be sure to do the Sainte-Chapelle, especially if you like Gothic architecture and you like those big stained glass windows. Wow. Oh, we got some exciting news going on in Paris. You see these buses coming by? There's a bus coming by in a minute. How many buses? These are city buses that, intra-city buses that take people around the city. How many buses do you think there are in Paris? Little trivia question. We'll give out 10 points to the person who comes closest. How many buses do you think there are in Paris? Not really expecting anybody to get close unless you happen to be a manager of urban transportation in some city. And then you might have an idea. But how many buses do you think there are? You know, we've got a few million people that ride the metro. 2,500, says Ann Walter. That's a pretty respectable guess. It's not right, but look at how we have these cool steps, by the way. 2,000, says Don. He's in the respectable territory. Not quite right. Bus lines are, I'm talking about actual buses, not the bus lines, but those physical buses. How many do you think we have? Because I'll tell you one thing, we have to replace all of the buses within the next 7 years. We have to replace every single bus. And why is that? Because, why is that guy running so fast? Turn his head behind. Because we have to replace all these buses because we have a requirement that all buses have to be clean. I mean, clean, by clean I mean green, up or down. It's a little bit higher. 3,000. No, it's still higher. $2,800, it's higher. Up, up, up. Oh, and we got a little food market going on here. $4,500 says Anne, and it's higher. $3,200 says Don, and it's higher. So this is a nice market. We got flowers, we got fruits. I guess they're just setting up. They're not finished yet. $5,500. It's higher. 5,000. It's higher. Oh, look at this. Look at all the fruits and vegetables. These guys are setting up.
Hello, sir.
Bonjour. Comment? Oui, ça va. 6,000, 8,000. It's higher. Oh, we got construction going on. 10,000, Don, that's very close. I'm going to give you the points. It's 9,500. So we've got 9,500 buses. And we just ordered 1,000 new buses. I'm not sure when we get delivery, but we just ordered 1,000 new buses. And the new buses are all electric. So we cannot have any fossil fuel burning buses anymore. So by 2025, all the buses have to be clean. So 2/3 of them will be electric, and 1/3 will be biogas. So that's by 2025. Our cars also have to. We're getting rid of fossil fuel cars also in the same time frame. Not just Paris, but also all of France. And actually, many European states are doing the same thing. So between 2025 and 2035, 2050, you won't be seeing gas-burning cars through most of Europe. You love Paris for doing this. Yeah, it's a great effort. And this month, later this month, we have the world's first electric bus to be used for intercity service. So you know how you take a bus from, let's say, one city to another city. Maybe you go London to Paris, London to Paris to Amsterdam, something like that. So the world's first electric intercity bus is coming at the end of this month in Paris, and I'm thinking of taking a trip on it. What do you guys think? I think that would be fun. It'll be very quiet because it's electric, and it'll be very clean. It'll go 170 kilometers. Do you not want to drink a coffee? Maybe later I'll drink a coffee. But it's going to go 170 kilometers without using any fossil fuels, no carbon emissions, and it'll be very quiet. So Yeah, we're really definitely going down the electric car routes. Yeah, go for it. Yeah, I think it'll be a lot of fun. So, there we go. We're walking down to the river now. You can see it's getting lighter. Look how quickly it gets lighter. And I don't think I've ever taken this path on my live streams before, so I think it's kind of a fun path. You see there's some trees, but look at this. This is a game people play in Paris, because all over Paris you can walk around. If you pay attention to the street signs and the walls, you will see these figures everywhere. So there's one right there. I'm not sure what that is. It's a column, maybe. It's maybe a rook. But there's ones like that all over the place. You were looking for a place in the 16th. Yes, there's some good places in the 16th. There's some really good apartments in Paris. You're looking to rent for a holiday or to live here? It's a nice view. Yeah, it is a pretty nice view. So some of you guys may know Robin. She comments on Twitter and on Periscope sometimes, and on YouTube. And so she's here for a week. So I had a chance to hang out with her yesterday. It was a lot of fun, and we're gonna go on a little excursion today, visit some museums and monuments. Now today's Tuesday, so you have to be careful if you're in Paris. Some museums like the Louvre are closed on Tuesdays. A lot of them are closed on Mondays, so you have to plan that. How do you pronounce Passy? So it's pronounced like everything in French, exactly like it's spelled. No tricks in French like in English. So there are a couple exceptions, but generally everything is pronounced exactly like it's spelled. We have very strict rules. So that would be Passy. And here we have a park. I think the park is closed. It's too early, which is a shame. Let's go take a look. Maybe we're lucky. There's Notre Dame. We're going to see the river in just a minute. It is closed, but there's a beautiful church. And we got Acid Pro is here. We've been missing you, Acid Pro. Where are you? We were walking around. Oops. Let's see if I can get through the bars there. You can see a very old church. That's a Catholic, Greek Melkite Catholic church. Hope I got that right. That's kind of cool. And you can see, definitely not a Gothic church. I was pronouncing it Passé. Ah. Well, sure, why not? I miss you too. Awesome. So there's the church. Cool architecture around here. Oh. Perhaps it's open.
Bonjour.
C'est ouvert?
Ah. Là-bas, c'est ouvert.
Ok, d'accord. Merci, monsieur. Je peux passer par ici?
C'est chaud. C'est ouvert.
Oui, d'accord. Merci.
Il n'y a qu'une partie, hein. Il y a là-bas.
Qu'une partie. Ok, d'accord. Merci bien. Look at that. He opened up the gates for us. The park is open. So that's the first time I've been there for the opening of the park. So this is just a cute little park. Not a big one, a small one, but we get to see the side of this church, which is a great contrast to Notre Dame Cathedral. There's Notre Dame Cathedral right there, just across the river. There's a little bridge there. And over here, we have a Romanesque style church. I am the first visitor. He just literally opened up the gate for us. And what do we have here? We have Paris's oldest tree. The oldest tree in Paris. Only I'm the only one in the park. Look at that. Now this tree, you can see, has had better days. Look at that. It has a support. It has like a, what do you call that? A crutch. Have you ever seen a tree with crutches? This tree has a crutch. As you can see there. It's over 400 years old. I think it was planted in 1620 or something. There's a sign here somewhere. Definitely 17th century. So, let's see. Does it say here? It says on this sign. Let's see. Do a little zoom. I can't read that small. 1602. It's even older than I thought. It was 1620. So it was planted in 1602. So it is 416 years old. So that's pretty old. Yeah, for real. They don't just make up signs like that. And then here's this church I was telling you about. You can see, I like that this church is right next to Notre Dame. So there's Notre Dame with the flying buttresses, the Gothic cathedral, the big, lots of volume, lots of light. And then you can see how the older churches were very small, not big windows, and not as much light. So here it is, a Greek Melkite Catholic church. This is arguably the oldest church in Paris. Saint-Julien-le-Pauvre. It's a Greek Melkite Catholic church. I don't know if it's open yet. Let's go take a look. If it's open, we'll be in luck. It's probably too early though, because I definitely want to show you the inside of that church. But look at, you can see medieval Paris here. So modern Paris. Oh, the doors are open, even though it's locked. The gate is locked. The gate is locked, but since the doors are open, we can take a little peek inside. So you get a little sense. It's almost like a Greek Orthodox church, although it is Melkite Catholic. But you can see how it's very different. Instead of an altar, you have a sanctuary. So we just need them to open up the gates, and then we're all set. We can show you that church. But you can see it's very different architecture. It's pretty cool. But here you see medieval Paris with the narrow streets, cobblestone streets, narrow winding streets. And then modern Paris, by modern we're talking 19th century, has the wide avenues, wide straight avenues. Jump the fence. You know, I'm tempted. I am tempted. So you see what I mean? So these streets right here are great for movie sets. Great film locations. To capture some charm. All right. By the way, if anybody wants to contribute to the channel so we can do more stuff, exciting stuff, don't forget you can contribute with the super chat. Odette, I love that place. Yes, this is the Rue Galante. It has the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Oh, and just look at the doors. Like, if you're into doors, look at this one. It has amazing doors here. Look at those doors. So very tall wood doors, high arches, high walls, by the way. Look at those walls, how high they are. High walls make good neighbors. And then we got Notre Dame. Let's go walk over to Notre Dame. Check that out. So It's so cloudy today that we don't see too much of the sun. Look at this restaurant though. So here's a little restaurant. It looks like it's being restored, but it has a nice facade. Little painting. Chez l'Evêque. The bishop's house would be the translation. Sounds much cooler in French though. Chez l'Evêque. And we've got Notre Dame Cathedral. So we're gonna go over to that in just a minute. Show you guys the Wallace Fountain over here. And we have Shakespeare and Company. So if you're a writer, if you're into writing, you might know about this place. It is a famous antiquarian bookshop here in Paris, English language bookshop. So you can see even the signs are bilingual. Please leave your umbrella outside. Don't bring your umbrella inside. And all the various books they have there. And who do we have up here? Well, we have Walt Whitman. That's pretty cool. Let's go across the street. More cafes. Robin is staying over in that neighborhood over there where there's all those apartments. Is that the bookshop? It does house authors, yes. G. Jr. Correct. Notre Dame is amazing. I have to agree with you, which is why we're going to go over there right now. We haven't done a Notre Dame scope on YouTube in a while, but I'm going to eventually do one in 4K HD for you guys. So that'll be fun. How long is Robin staying? She's staying 1 week. So she just got here yesterday. She was supposed to get here on Sunday, but the airlines bumped her. So now she got here yesterday. So she lost 1 day. But we had a lot of fun. Like I said, we went to the conciergerie, which was the prison of Marie Antoinette. We went to the Sainte-Chapelle, which is a beautiful church with amazing stained glass windows. We went to Notre Dame for the Vespers and the Mass, and to see the pretty architecture. And we walked around a lot. We went to the George Pompidou Center and took the escalator up. You get really good views. Here you have the river. You know what? That's what we should do today. Maybe we should take a boat ride. Even though it's cloudy, take a boat ride along the river. That's always fun. People walking their dogs. As you can see, the river's still flooded. How far are you from the Statue of Liberty? Well, it depends which Statue of Liberty you mean. So, I found out something new. I've been keeping her really busy. Maybe too busy. I think she was probably pretty tired by the time we finished. But if you know me, guys, you've been following my Periscopes or my YouTube, you know Vespers and Maps, Cocktails in the Church. Exactly. You know that I walk a lot. So my idea of a walking day is not everybody's idea of a walking day. You know, I can easily do On a good day, I can do 40,000 steps. The one that I have to go there. I haven't been there on this trip. You know what? That's what I should do. If we get a sunny day, tomorrow's going to be partly sunny. So if it's partly sunny, maybe I'll go over to that little island. It has all the swans. It has peacocks. It has geese, Canadian geese. What else does it have? It has like a gazillion different types of birds. But definitely the peacocks and the swans and all that. And I've fed them before, so it's fun to feed the birds. And they're so pretty and so nice. And it has, of course, ducks and all other kinds of birds. And in the springtime, the birds make a lot of noise as they want to attract the other birds. So they really make a ridiculous amount of noise. There is Notre Dame Cathedral from the front. If it's open, maybe we'll go inside. There we've got a statue of Charlemagne over there on the right-hand side. Statue of Charlemagne. Oh, and you know what I've never filmed? Never. So we have to do this sometime. Is what's underneath the cathedral. Look at this. What is underneath the cathedral but an archaeological crypt? Whoa. Now that is cool. It's not open, of course, yet. We're here too early. But wouldn't this be fun to go visit an archaeological crypt? So we'll have to do that on a future scope. Huh. So we will do that on a future scope. Archaeological crypt. And let's go see if the church is open. I think the church might be open. When I was there, it was packed with military personnel. Sometimes, yeah, that does happen. So there was a famous wedding on this, in front of the church, not in the church, but in front of the church, back in the 16th century, when the future King Henry IV married his wife. So we had the marriage of the idea was to marry a Protestant in the royal family with a Catholic. And the reason why they wanted to do that is that there was all these wars between Protestant and Catholics, which damaged the country. And they thought, well, if we do a royal marriage like that, things will be nice. So there was a big wedding. It was very festive. But what happened was there were some skirmishes, and it led to a massacre. So it's called the St. Bartholomew's Massacre, in which thousands of people, maybe tens of thousands of Protestants were killed. And there was so much blood, the river was flowing with blood. Where's the point from where all of France is made from? Oh, I can show you that. That's right over here. Let's go. Take a closer look at all the architectural detail. You see it goes all the way up to the top. There's 3 entrances. They each tell a different biblical story. But over here on the left, we have an interesting story. If you notice, these 4 guys here, one of them lost his head. So you can see the third man from the left is holding his head in his hands. That's Saint Denis, or we call him Saint Denis. the first bishop of Paris. And he was beheaded because Paris was under Roman occupation, was part of the Roman Empire. So at the time it wasn't France, it was Gaul under the Romans. And they didn't like Christians very much. So he was beheaded. And according to legend, he picked up his head, and that is why the Irish left, basically. Yes. They were treated very badly at one point in time. And it was a shame because obviously the Protestants were very successful. There was a lot of businessmen and a lot of wealth left the country with the exodus of the Huguenots. So this is the point right here. If we look down on the ground, you can see it says the routes to France, and over on this side, should have started over here, it says, kind of hard to read actually. I don't know why it's so hard to read. I guess because there's water on there. Anyways, it says the point zero. Can you see that? It's the point zero of the autoroutes of France. So this is the 0 point, the Parvis de Notre Dame. So if you're traveling around in France and you see something that says 100 kilometers to Paris, it's 100 kilometers to this very spot. So that is the 0 point. But getting back to the beheaded bishop, it is said that he carried his head, he picked it up, washed it off in the fountain, carried his head, walked 6 kilometers with his head, and the spot where he finally stopped walking, they built another basilica, which is used to house the tombs of the kings of France. And not only did he walk 6 kilometers, but they say he gave a sermon while he walked, holding his head. Bonjour.
Oui, s'il te plaît, bonjour Sophia. Tu peux ouvrir la grille, là, Peter, hors fenêtre avec la voiture, merci.
We'll see if we can get in. Might be able to early. Bonjour monsieur.
Bonjour.
On peut entrer?
Oui, oui, bien sûr.
Ah,
Ah
d'accord.
oui.
Ah, d'accord. Je ne savais pas.
Vous avez quelque chose dans le sac?
Pas
Du chocolat?
Non, j'ai
Pain au chocolat, croissant?
j'ai un sandwich, oui.
Ah bah c'est bon, c'est pour vous.
Ah, d'accord.
Allez-y.
Bon, merci monsieur. All right. Bonjour.
Qu'est-ce qu'il y a dans le sac?
Un sandwich et le truc pour garder ça en fait. Oh, merci. We are, I think, the first ones in the church. The first ones in the church. They didn't even check my bag. They just took my word for it. Oh no, we're the second ones. I see someone. Drats, how did he get in here before me? All right, well, second isn't bad. Look, they're still working. He did ask if I had food with me. Perhaps the man permanently in prayer will be there. He was here yesterday. I told you guys that Robin and I went to the mass here. And we call the guy James. We don't really know his real name. But we call him James because on the back of his jacket, it has a reference to King James. So he was here yesterday. He was here at the mass we were yesterday. So, wow, it's really dark. So I'm not sure how much you guys are seeing because it's still dark. But when it's not dark, it's beautiful. I need to bring a portable light. It's very spacious. It is very spacious. Look at this. Go look up. So, you guys have to let me know because I don't know what you guys can see, but I think it's very dark from your perspective. It's amazing. But here's some of the stained glass windows, and you see there's paintings along the side here. It looks pretty good in this lighting. Oh, does it? Okay. I wasn't sure because I see the screen, I just see dark. So I've been doing a YouTube live every day this week, but I did miss yesterday because I was busy with Robin. But I'm gonna try to do one every day for a while, see how that goes. You guys were very kind and contributed 2 days ago with super hearts. So a whole bunch of people gave €2. Somebody gave €10. Somebody gave €5. Actually, they were dollars now that I think about it. Carol gave $10, which was the biggest contribution. Everybody else gave about $2, and some people gave $5. You're surprised there isn't a Starbucks in there. They do have a museum in here. I'll show you the museum. But we do have paintings, and you can see the Mexican flag there. So why do we have the Mexican flag? Because of this. We have the Marie of Guadalupe. Awesome, I think I will visit this summer. Yeah, Acid Pro, you should visit. It's even better in the summertime. But there are lots of people. Well, it's starting to get a little bit lighter. You can see more of the structures now. This is the earliest I've ever been in this church. Yeah, that is the Virgin Mary of Guadalupe. Oops. I hear the bells. Is there a service already? Can't be a service at this time. Maybe there. Oh, I think there is a service. I think the first service starts at 8 o'clock. Or is it 9 o'clock? Look at this. Look at that. It looks like a dream. It does kind of look dreamy. This is the first time I've ever seen all these like maintenance workers. I'll catch you on the replay night. All right, Don. Thanks for stopping in. Don getting a lot of the movie trivia questions correct, especially the Woody Allen film Midnight in Paris. Gave us a lot of specifics, as did Jackie Girl. If she's still here. She is still here. Look at that. And look what we have along the wall here. One of the things I like coming up is they have models here. So let me show you some of the models. Janam in 11C3. 1177. You can see they started to redesign it. 1182. 1208. 1220. 25. 1245 already having the modern day appearance. 1265, 1300, 1350, 1780, 1860. They did a lot of renovation. They did the grand restoration. And that's what it looks like today. Would they allow a drone for filming? Probably not. Probably not. But they do have their own cameras, which do a pretty good job. And look, they have these. Can you hear the singing? Or the chanting, whatever you call that. And look, you have these models. So here shows you the model shows you how they constructed it. Because a lot of people say, well, how did they construct without modern tools? Well, this is what they did. They had a whole series of pulleys and here's a model of the church. So you can see. I can do a flyby of the church. And look at the stained glass windows here.
Au sud de l'hôtel. L'homme me fit sortir par la porte du nord et me fit faire le tour par
I love the
l'extérieur
colors.
jusqu'à la porte qui fait face à l'Orient. Et là encore, le couplet du côté droit. L'homme s'éloignait vers l'Orient, un cordeau à la main, et il mesura une distance de 1000 coudées. Alors il me fit traverser l'eau.
You're here, Jackie Girl's here.
Il mesura encore 1000 coudées et me fit traverser l'eau. J'en avais jusqu'au genou. Il mesura encore 1000 coudées et me fit traverser. J'en avais jusqu'au corps. Il en mesura encore 1000. C'est un torrent que je ne pouvais traverser. L'eau avait grossi. Il aurait fallu nager.
You love Notre Dame, thank you, Sharon. Glad to share it.
Alors il me dit, as-tu vu, fils d'homme? Puis, il me ramena au bord du torrent. Quand il vit parmi nous, voici qu'il y avait au bord du torrent, de chaque côté, des arbres en grand nombre. Il me dit, cette eau coule vers la région de l'Orient. Elle descend dans la vallée du Jourdain.
I did not know we could sing in there.
Monte à la Seine les eaux. En tout lieu parviendra le torrent.
I'm learning something new.
Le poisson sera très abondant, car cette eau assainit tout ce qu'elle peut être. Et la pierre paraît
There's the sacristy of the church.
au bord du torrent, sur les deux rives, toutes sortes d'arbres fruitiers pousseront. Leur feuillage ne pétrira pas, et leurs fruits ne manqueront pas. Chaque mois, nous porterons des fruits nouveaux, car cette eau vient du sanctuaire. Les fruits seront une nourriture, les feuilles abondées. Il est avec nous le Dieu de l'univers, citadelle pour nous, le Dieu de Jacob.
I've never seen this before. The mass is like really inside the altar area.
Dieu est pour nous refuge et force, secours dans la détresse, toujours au fait.
Usually it's out over
Nous
here.
serons sans crainte si la terre est secouée.
Oh, and you can see the organ.
Au creux de la mer.
There's the organ. Wow. That was pretty interesting.
Ses bras réjouissent la vie, la puissance des démons. Justifia et victime de la
All these crazy chandeliers. Beautiful stained glass windows. modern day confession booths and the older style confession booths. Probably interfere with small number of people. Exactly, I think that's exactly what's happening. And it's a nice area because it's actually like inside the altar area where usually the priests perform the mass. So it's a little further back. So much. I didn't realize how much work is done every day to get this thing set up. All those candles, I guess they take out and put in every day. So that's a lot of work. Because there's, I think, thousands of candles. Definitely hundreds, but I think thousands. So, a lot more work than I realized. No exit. That's not fun. Gotta go out the other way. Beautiful stained glass windows. Yeah, I have to agree with you on that one. Oh, and the huge baptismal font isn't here. Wow. Well, that was interesting. So there's Notre Dame. So we did several openings today. The opening of the park and the opening of Notre Dame Cathedral. We got some soldiers walking by with their machine guns. And it's a lot lighter than it was when we entered. It's like officially daylight. Here we got some police officers with their machine guns. Looks a little scary. Yeah, it can either look scary or reassuring depending on how you look at it, I guess. Some people are reassured. Some people a little disquieted by it. Are you guys still on alert? I think we are still on alert. Or no, actually, I think they took us off the alert, but they changed the laws so that it makes it easier if they need to go on alert. Got some people jogging here early in the morning. We're going to walk back so you can get a full perspective on Notre Dame Cathedral. So thank you guys for joining my YouTube live. Don't forget to subscribe if you don't already subscribe. Hit the bell so you get notified of when I go live. And be sure to hit the like button and leave a comment. People are not leaving comments because they're commenting in the live chat. But if you leave a comment afterwards, that helps too. And you can share on Facebook or Twitter or one of the other social media platforms. There is Notre Dame Cathedral. It's really amazing at night when it's all lit up too. Sure, says Acid Pro. Thanks a lot. Thank you guys for the super chats. We didn't get any today, but we did get a lot the other day. So I do appreciate that. That helps the channel out a lot. If you don't know how to do it, there's a little $sign symbol there in the live chat. Apparently it's very easy to do. You just click that and you can leave $1, $2, $5 for the price of a cup of coffee. You can support the channel and allow me to do even more scopes. So we're gonna probably do Versailles later today. Thank you so much. You're awesome. Oh, you're most welcome. So if anybody wants to see the Palace of Versailles, stick around. I'll be there in a couple of hours time. So it should be fun. And we'll see you guys then, all right? So the Palace of Versailles with Louis XIV, the sun god, Louis XVI, and Marie Antoinette, everyone's favorite queen. All right. Thank you guys so much again. Bye.